They were office pioneers who used their skills to get to the top.
They were way before their time.
Our three were the guys that saved retention.
You know, there were some ways, but none like ours.
We wanted to help people.
Led by John, R3 changed the face of training.
Man, when you got near those guys, it was awesome. You just learned.
It was a wild time. Every day is wild.
Yeah, I remember this. This was fun.
Oh, we were doing it all.
Over the years, R3 was shaped into what is today, a true legend at TWC.
At first, we were two different departments.
Oh, don't show that.
Through the ups and downs, they found the proven recipe of success. Success and fame are a common theme with R3.
They were really good at what they did.
R3 proved that anyone could succeed.
Because of them, I was helping 20, 30, maybe 50 people a day.
This is the story of R3. Each member of R3 came to the band in very different ways. The most senior member of the group, Jason Medhurst, has been the driving force since day one.
I started this thing. I've been here since the beginning.
When I started, he was one of the head honchos.
Jason's passion for leading and teaching caught the attention of John, who at the time was in another band called OE Project.
The OE Project, I saw that team. They can fix anything.
I kind of knew Jason through friends before I started the OE Project. Once the OE Project was going and I saw how he was doing things, I just had to be a part of it.
John and Jason worked as a team in the basement of the old Milwaukee coal power plant under the name the TMK OE Experience.
It was good. I would do all the work and John would just check it.
The TMK OE Experience went on to the great success installing over 3 million customers with such hits as Got a Paper Order and Don't Do That Again.
I was there. I was part of that. Seriously, it was a wild time.
This partnership went on for years, but auditions would inevitably happen.
Yeah, man, I definitely came in at the right time.
This is what I wanted to do.
When we return, Reggie and B get caught up in the madness. The first 2 years were a whirlwind of success. With connects in the millions, the TMK OE Experience was an unstoppable force. But with fame and fortune comes the need to expand.
You know, I saw this good thing happening and I was like, sign me up.
Reggie was accepted into the band after putting in 2 years with Team Panda, where he excelled.
Yeah, he was one of mine. One of the best we ever had. He could take any situation and no matter how bad it was, make it okay. Kept a lot of things out of my hair.
You know, it's pretty easy. Follow the rules, get rewarded. Couldn't get much easier.
I think we knew Reggie would be a great asset. We could see his track record, but it was going to be a big change. Would we still have the magic touch? Yes, we would.
While Reggie brought depth to the TMK OE Experience, but as the new grew in popularity, so did the need for a tour manager. So they sought out B.
Why wouldn't they pick me? They needed someone that knew all the ins and outs of the job. I could get it done.
B just knew what to do. His presence made the whole TMK OE Experience worthwhile.
The TMK OE Experience was now complete. With the final lineup and solid manager, they would reign as masters of their domain. Every question got answered. Any problem got fixed. Everything was looking good for the band. But everything came to a screeching halt when the McKinney Group came to one of their shows.
Oh yeah, I remember that day.
I remember their words very clearly.
When Behind the Chaos returns, the breakup, the struggle, the eventual return of their leader. In one fell swoop, McKinney Group broke up the TMKOE experience, sent John packing. The TMKOE experience was over.
It was hard to see him go, like Elvis had left the building.
Yeah, we could sustain, but without a founding member, it was going to be very hard.
The band dabbled in names changes as well.
Well, we tried the do-it-alones, the solo cups, but in the end, just settled on the R2s.
We could regain the customer and solve the problem, but it always seemed like something was missing.
The R2s found moderate success as a two-piece, but the going was tough.
Yeah, it was all new to them. They had to learn everything that John tried to teach them. It wasn't an easy task.
Hey, I was out of there. I just couldn't help them.
You know, there were smaller crowds, smaller venues, but it was still a crowd. You know, at least we were still playing.
We learned a lot at the peak of the TMKOE experience. We used everything we could to keep it going.
Sink or swim, we did what needed to be done.
The R2s went on for a couple of months when they got word from LucasArts that they were being sued into oblivion.
I got it right here. Seriously? R2-D2? Infringing on a robot?
Oh, this thing? Handwritten by George Lucas? Cease and desist.
That hurt. Losing that name, that's a big deal.
The duo with their manager had lost their identity, but things were going to take a turn for the better. Still to come.
Yeah, I saw that coming a mile away.
That was heavy.
Man, everyone was in the room.
Tony G had flown from LA to the group's basement studios where news that would rock not only the band, but the entire work atmosphere.
And I was back.
My buddy, they brought him back.
There would be no more telemarketing, no more entry. Everything was looking toward the future, and the future was remove, regain, resolve.
Well, we were given new tools, you know, there were new people to work with, but most importantly, the new training.
It was a big deal. It's like we had a chance to redo everything. But this time, we had guidance.
I was excited. They were promoting that left and right. I couldn't wait for my turn.
This is great. The band's back together. We have this. And everybody can't wait to come see us.
Well, I got what I wanted, because here I am.
Newly reformed, the band took on its final iteration, the R3s. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I present the R3s.
Autographs? Come on, hang over here. Are we done now?
Bye, band. You are so cool. And the ribbon.